So this is Louis Pasteur's famous experiment proving that air and dust are a source of contamination. He developed something called the Pasteur flask. And so it's a specialized flask that he developed for this experiment. And in this Pasteur flask, it has this long, slender neck that still keeps it open to the air, so things can get into that tube. It's not completely sealed like what we saw in Francesco Redi's experiment. So he took a broth, and some kind of meat broth of some kind, that had microorganisms obviously in it, and he heated it. By heating it, he killed those organisms. So he was left with a sterile broth. And he did this obviously in 2 different stages. That sterile broth, even when being left open to the air for long periods of time, that air could enter into that tube, but it couldn't go all the way back up in there. So that broth stayed sterile. However, taking that sterile broth and breaking the neck so microorganisms could directly, that air and dust could directly enter into that broth, he showed that growth occurred in that broth.